Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Now today's video is a topic video. This topic is going to be about nervous habits. Now, I have a few nervous habits of my own. Yes, I get nervous. Everybody gets nervous. Even people that say they don't get nervous, they get a little nervous sometimes. Sometimes. But for me, my nervous habits just are like small things. They're not real big things. People that I went to school with can tell you, like if I'm nervous, like if I have to get up in front of the class and speak, which is one of the things that nobody enjoys doing, I would sit at my desk and I would take a pen or a pencil and I would tap it. Just tap it on the desk. Just tap it on the desk. Or I used to, not anymore, but I would bite my nails. Now, one thing that I do have is the most irritating out of all my nervous tics. Whenever I'm nervous or if I'm about to do something that I've never done before, my hands and my feet start sweating. And I mean, I'm not talking about like a little bit of sweat. Like, I mean, they sweat like they're wet sweat, like they're very clammy. Like if I was to take my hand and put it on a sheet of paper, I did find a napkin. Like, look at this. I'm gonna show you. This is a nervous twitch of mine, which is very irritating. Okay, so you see that wet spot right there? That just came from my hand. My hands are sweating that much that it caused this nice little napkin to be wet. It is disgusting. I hate it. And people may be saying, Marquise, there's a way that you can get rid of that. Yeah, you're right. It's called getting Botox injections in your hand. Uh-uh. I'm not about that life. Other people have nervous twitches, like if they're nervous, they play in their hair. Or I knew a girl who would bite the skin around her fingers. Some people get sick, like literally sick. Like there was this one girl who got sick. She had to do a speech in front of the class, and she got sick, and she threw up in front of the class. Nervous twitches, always happen to people, and it's not something that people should be ashamed of. Like most people would be like by me telling people about my hands sweat when I get nervous with that because most people think that it's gross or disgusting. It may be gross and disgusting to you, and that is fine. I am content with that. But my sweating hands when I get nervous is a part of who I am. With that being said, the sweaty hands may irritate me. It may even get on my nerves all the time. But it's me. It's a character. In a way, I feel like it's a characteristic of me. Not explains, but it's a unique thing that my body does that a lot of other people's bodies don't do. And everybody has those little unique things that they can do that other people can't do. And I'm not saying that this is like, oh my goodness, like the most amazing trick in the world, because it's not. It's one of the most irritating, and has been known to be one of the most irritating because my hands sweat at all different times of the year, except for during the winter, which is why it's my favorite year because my hands and feet don't sweat. But my hands sweat all the time and it's so irritating. I just wiped my hands off and my hands are sweating again. So, I mean, it does get irritating, but who cares? When I was in school, it really used to bother me because, like, if we were taking a test and my hands were sweating, and it would be like paper that had two sides to it, or if it was a couple of papers stapled together and I would have to constantly flip the page to answer the next question or whatever. If my hands were sweating, it would leave like a handprint on the paper or on the test, and that was one of the most irritating things to me. The purpose of this video is to say that no matter what you may feel may be a negative thing about your personality or your body or something that, like my sweaty hands. A lot of people don't like the fact that my hands sweat. They don't like to touch my hands. They don't like to hold my hands. I mean, it's a part of me. Either you gonna hate it or you gonna love it. I'm gonna love it because it makes me who I am, and I wouldn't change that for anybody in the world. And if you have something that is unique or different about you, then you shouldn't want to change it to fit in or change it because somebody doesn't like it. If they don't like it, then they shouldn't be in your life. That's just me personally. The purpose of this video is love yourself and love who you are and live life to the fullest ability that you can. Live with no regrets. Well, live with don't live I don't want to say live with no regrets, but live your life like there's no tomorrow. That's the best way to put it. Live your life like there's no tomorrow because no one is promised tomorrow. And for some people that it may be scary to even sit and think about it that, I'm not even promised tomorrow. So why not live today like tomorrow doesn't even exist? But thanks for watching my video, and I will see your beautiful faces on Tuesday. Bye.